we go.
The English almost had a revolution when the government wanted to stop the textile workers from getting free ale
Let's
during
do
their
this.
days. Beer is the boss. It has been for thousands of years. Anyway, Tutankhamun ale was going for 5,000 pounds a bottle, which works out at around $7,000.
Oh my gosh, we're skydiving for so long.
You can get one for a mere $70. Still, since so few were made, those that weren't snapped up were sold on later. In the U.S., some people paid $500 for a bottle. This is how one person reviewed it. Very interesting beer, to say the least. It was good, just different. I would say it's an experiment. It's worth going for. That's still not the most expensive beer ever sold.
What is happening?
Scottish brewery called Brewdog. They made a beer
I've been falling for like so long.
For just $1,000. The most expensive one ever sold went for $20,000. That's a lot for your average American. In fact, it would be like Jeff Bezos paying $2 billion for a beer.
How am I falling for so long?
So it certainly wasn't the kind of thing you'd throw down your neck. What was so special about it?
What the hedgehogs?
Taxidermy squirrel or hare. You also helped the brewery raise funds by buying one. Apparently, it contained flavors of Scottish nettles and juniper berries. We don't think the dead animal did much for the taste.
Oh my gosh, I'm going so fast and I'm literally lagging now.
Containing a snake or a scorpion, which will set you back hardly anything.
I'm so sorry if it's laggy on your end because my computer isn't that good when filming quality. So if you have bad quality right now, then I'm sorry. And the lagging, it's on purpose. Not on purpose, but you know what I mean.
Which is actually just a region in the Rhone Valley of France. Wines from here don't go cheap, and so they've made it into jokes in popular culture. In the movie Anchorman 2, Ron Burgundy hit his head and said, "I drank half a bottle of ketchup thinking it was shot that goes to pop." Yeah, this is one of the most renowned expensive wines. Still, if you go online, you can find you'll pick up a bottle for a mere $28. That's the cheap stuff. You can also find bottles for almost $1,500. This is still chump change for some wine lovers. We're not sure if you've heard the story, but a clever dude in the U.S. duped people out of millions by selling them fake wine. One of the Koch brothers gave that guy $2 million for wines that weren't what they seemed. He was paying in the region of $50,000 to $100,000 for regular wines that came in fake bottles. Later, Koch had an auction in which he was offloading around 45,000 bottles of his precious wine, the good stuff, not the fakes. Just one of the bottles was expected to go for $120,000. That was a Rothschild 1945. Remember, that's still peanuts to a multi-billionaire. Put it this way, when Elon Musk was making stupid money in 2020 and 2021, he was adding $432
I have a feeling we're gonna die this.
every day.
You can click off right now because you probably see what I mean by the biggest skydive in the game. Because I'm still falling down and I'm not dead. Wait, what is my location right now? We're getting to the surface. Alright. Where are we gonna land? Let's see. I want to land over here. I was gonna end the video right here, but you guys are but some of you are probably still watching it. So I am right above the airport. I'm taking another picture. Let's land. If I were to parachute, which direction would I? Gosh. How high are we?
After hearing that, you won't be too shocked to hear that in 2010, someone at an auction in Hong Kong paid
My
$328,000
gosh,
for
my
a
head
bottle of Chateau
hurts,
Lafite
and I
Rothschild.
don't know
You
why.
can
It's
actually
not
find these
because of the
wines
game.
online going for just $70. But this was an
How long
1860
have I
apparently a
even
good
been
year and very
recording
rare.
this?
According to reports, most of the bidders were Chinese. At the time, this was the most expensive bottle of wine ever sold, but it got pipped in 2018. That was the year someone paid $558,000 for a bottle of 1945 Romani Conti. The buyer was an Asian wine collector. Just after he spent a small fortune on the bottle, an American buyer paid $496,000 for the same wine. This amounts to close to $100,000 for one solitary glass. Imagine knocking that over. That stain would be worth the same as a standard Porsche 911 Carrera. Well, this is what Bloomberg said about where the wine was grown. Of its 7 fabled reds and 1 white, those from the tiny 4.5-acre Romani Conti vineyard are absolutely iconic, the epitome of the highest quality Burgundy. Not long ago, someone said they'd poison all the vines on that land if the owner didn't give them over $1 million. They didn't get away with it. A 2009 version of this fabled wine will now set you back over $3,000 a bottle. Apparently, this is what you get for your money. Amazingly complex aromas, long, savory layers of earth and spice flavors, and a silky texture that transfixes your tongue. Now let's shake it up a bit. Number 5, most expensive cider. Okay, so we just discussed the chosen drink of the high society milieu, the people that don't regularly mix with the sort of folks watching this video. Now let's get low down and dirty and discuss a drink that's more connected with the working people. A drink in the UK that comes in 3-liter bottles and is quaffed by what the press has called the impoverished, antisocial, underage, and as many Brits will tell you, the desperate.
I've been
Hey, just over
skydiving for like
$3 for a
5
3-liter bottle
minutes.
of 8.4% hooch. The stuff is an absolute bargain. But let's leave the likes of White Lightning and Frosty Jacks alone for now. We don't want anyone having a panic attack here. Let's instead focus on the ciders of the privileged class, where golden apples hang from luxurious trees. Actually,
Oh
ciders
my
seem to have
gosh,
been
when
that
are
expensive.
we going to
When
the
I'm online
ground?
shopping and struggle to find any ciders worthy of the palate of a millionaire. Sure, you could get your hands on a bottle of Sea Cider Prohibition for $25. That's hardly a massive step up from the stuff that boasts 50% off on the label.
What the? That's a
Sour
falling
really
animation?
Imagine telling your buddy you just cracked open your 3rd bottle of Frosty Jacks and he tells you, with an air of disgust, that he's about to quaff his first bottle of Erifolle Ballon Juice de Pommes Acide. Snob. He would have paid in the region of $18 for his drink. In your mind, you're a winner because after a bit of adding up, you've worked out that you've effectively, percent-wise, gotten yourself a real bargain. A bottle of Cidre de Pont Reserve will cost you about $35. A bottle of Domaine de Cuvée Carpentier Prestige, even though it's play Animal Crossing videos with your screen off. Try YouTube Premium on us and explore uninterrupted.
Are you ready? Ready for that person, or place, or feeling? Whenever you're ready, we're ready to take you. With enhanced safety and cleaning protocols to make travel comfortable and easy. Camtravel.
Sounds great, costs $25. Seems like that's about as much as an expensive cider will cost.
Just click
So,
off the
leave it there
video
for now. That's the
already.
most expensive
If you're
drink
still
you can buy.
watching,
That's
then
not wine.
why
Number
are you
4, the
still
most expensive
watching?
rum. Some of you Philistines out there would spoil a good rum by adding cola to it, but we know a few rum aficionados would never defile a good drink by mixing it with an unknown chemical. You'd never consider doing that with a glass of Legacy by Angostura. This is a rum that comes
Oh
from
my
Trinidad
gosh, we're
and
almost
Tobago.
down.
Will set you back around
Yeah.
$35,000.
You guys are right
Unlike wine,
there.
people aren't buying it
Why am
because
I
it's
even?
old. It's
No
just
one's
said to be
on.
of really
No
high
one's even
quality, and if you
watching
bought a
this
decanter
game,
of it,
so.
you'd be one of only 20 other people who are rich enough to buy one. If you wanted to buy some rum right now and not have to go to auction for it, you could spend just over $5,000 and pick up a bottle of Appleton Estate 50 Years Jamaican Independence Reserve. Quite a few online stores say it's sold out, but we found some places that have a couple bottles in stock. We think the winner for rum is the J. Ray and Nephew 1940s rum, or at least it's the winner in terms of what you can find online and buy now. This stuff in the past has gone for $50,000. The 25-year-old of its kind you can see for sale now at around $12,000. Some of the most expensive bottles ever sold were found in a stately house in the city of Leeds.
This is taking way too long.
In 2014, they were all sold at auction for around $11,000 each. The guy who owned the house said this: "I'd always known the bottles were down there, but I wouldn't have given them another look. The man was already related to an earl and part of England's rich, so he gave the proceeds of the auction to charity." Okay, on to something even more expensive. Number 3, the world's most expensive cognac. Cognac's also one of those drinks you associate with the wealthy. It's the kind of thing you drink in a drawing room after dinner while smoking cigars and talking with bearded gentlemen about how you plan to do an arms deal with a dictator on the other side of the world. We went to a website, and as soon as it opened, a man in a serious voice said, "Taste black pearl, Louis XIII cognac." And then he waffles on about becoming a master of time, or something like that. They obviously hired one of those high-paid copywriters, because instead of talking about what booze does, it's just sloppy. The website mentions sensibility and temporality. That kind of talent doesn't come cheap. A bottle of this stuff right now will cost you around $400,000. There's plenty of them too. Right now you can buy the Magnum version for almost $130,000, which makes this cognac an expensive tipple indeed. That's why it's the drink of choice for British arms dealers. Well, maybe it is. It's not the most expensive though. We found a bottle of Gaultier cognac that was made in 1762. At auction, it went for $144,525,000. Now for something Russian arms dealers. Number 2, the most expensive vodka.
Just
Okay,
click
so
off the
there is
video if
something
you're
called
watching. You
billionaire
shouldn't be
vodka.
watching. Like,
That's
you're
because it
wasting
costs
your time.
$3.7 million a bottle. That's your illicit to starving kids around the
I'm
world.
wasting my time by
Kids
doing
seriously lose
this.
themselves for buying a bottle. The thing
But
is,
at
the
least
reason
it's
it's so
still cool.
expensive is that it's not just the purest and softest vodka, but because when it was made, the water flowed over diamonds. Yeah, that's true. But the main reason it costs so much is that there are 3,000 diamonds studded into the bottle itself. There's another vodka called Royal Dragon vodka that costs $5.5 million. But again, you're paying for diamond-studded packaging. That's kind of cheating. What about regular vodka? How much does that go for? There's Absolute's Crystal Pinstripe Black bottle. It doesn't come with gold or diamonds or any certain kind of gems, but it is a crystal bottle. It costs just over $1,000. There's the Stoli Elite Himalayan Edition vodka, which
Just
is
click
nice
off
packaging,
the
but nothing
video
too over the top.
already.
One of the reasons it's so expensive is the fact that it's made with Himalayan water. For $3,000, you apparently get a really smooth taste. It's the kind of stuff that rappers drink before getting into a fight. It looks as though that's the thing.
Now I'm gonna film the rest of it.
Expensive vodkas, it's mostly not that plain. If they're not covered in gems or made on the moon, they generally don't cost much. You can still buy some brands for $100 to $300, though that doesn't come in a special bottle. It's the same with tequila. The expensive stuff has a luxury package, so we're not going there again. Let's instead focus on arguably the most famous spirit of them all, a drink that doesn't require bling to make it ridiculously expensive. Number 1, the most expensive whiskey. The Scots have been making and drinking whiskey for quite some time, so you won't be surprised to hear that collectors pay large amounts for some of the older stuff. They don't have to be old to cost a lot, though. Take, for instance, Octomore 10-year-old second edition. It costs $235. And then you've got the 2004 George T. Stagg Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey costing around $550. Someone commented on the latter, saying it has a quality that defies belief. You're not paying for age here or diamonds, just quality. Then you've got Macallan's 1824 series, which, despite the name, doesn't have an age on the bottle. Those can go for around $900. Like wine drinkers, some whiskey drinkers take their hobby seriously. This is how one person described smelling that 18. I'm guessing you guys thought the Italian-American mafia was a thing of the past. You thought we were
I
like
see the
guys,
clouds.
creatures that walked the earth and preyed on guys like you. And that just went extinct. You should have known better. We never went anywhere. We just became ghosts, ghouls, wise guys that you once wrote stories about. Guys you made famous in the movies. But this thing of ours, it never stopped. We just went underground and got much better at avoiding detection. We kind of realized that bloodied bodies splattered on the streets was bad for business. We quit beefing with each other all the time and said, forget about it a lot. The wise guys got wiser, and you, my good friends, were none the wiser. And then, it all went to hell. Once extinct dinosaurs became hidden in plain sight. Let me explain. My name is James Jimmy Artisone, and on account of me being blind in one eye after a fight with some schmuck in a bar, I got the nickname One-Eyed Jimmy. I had that fight before I joined the Mafia, but I caught up with that guy later. He's now resting at the bottom of the Hudson in a pair of cement shoes. You don't think that still happens? No, if you only knew how many missing persons were people whose locations we knew about. I was born in the late 90s on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx. That's New York City to all you guys on the other side of the world. There's nothing special about my childhood. My mom worked part-time at a local bakery, and my pa did double shifts as a warehouse packer. In the great scheme of things, we were poor, but not good. My folks are good people. They're honest, down-to-earth, hard-working citizens with night shifts and calloused hands. For what? To pay the rent and pay off debts. That wasn't for me. I first heard about mafia stuff during that pizza connection thing that happened back in the late 80s. You know, where a bunch of our guys got done for selling huge amounts of heroin and cocaine from pizza parlors.
Finally!
We even knew the guys that were involved in it. You know what? Because the damn feds had hundreds of wiretap conversations. Wise guys acting like schmucks, talking on the phone about trafficking and murder. Like we talk about our kids' birthdays. Wiretaps. Try that now and see where you get. When I was coming up in the 2000s, when we did business, we did it face to face. We even covered our mouths at times, just in case any cameras were on us and someone might try and read our lips. We were careful.
Hey, it's Jeff here, and I just wanted to check on you. I saw that you watched my video, but you didn't actually download my free book called Millionaire Shortcut. As a quick reminder, there are no strings attached. You don't have to pay for a shipping cost. You don't have to put your credit card in. It's 100% free.
Very careful. Like I said, know what the hell. Let me tell you. Then I'll tell you something about the program. See,
Finally! Alright, bye guys.